So our producers want us to read this. What you are about to enjoy or hate is simply three friends talking football and talking out their asses. Opinions mostly is for entertainment purposes only. You may offer great insights into the NFL and perspectives no one else has. Possible side effects do include feelings getting hurt, being offended, and losing respect for one another.
Welcome to Opinions Mostly, friends, family, and faithful viewers. Hopefully you got the beginning of that, or the end of the conversation. I'm your host, Nick the Shark Herbst. Joining me today are two lovely, fantastic fellas. They're ready to talk some foosball. It is week 2, well, week 3 in the NFL, excuse me. Give it up for Aaron the Hammer Quilly.
What's up, my boys?
Yeah.
Aaron, how you doing, man? What's one good thing you got to note, dude?
My one good thing is today it's officially spooky season here in Tuolumne County, California, folks. All right, gloomy weather out on the links if we're in Ireland or Scotland or any of these glorious places. Obi wants to say hi. I shot an 87 today, which is pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, there we go.
Broke 90. Broke 90. What I did, I went with my stepdad. What I did is I decided to just focus on golf today. Put my phone on silent. Only kept my little tracker app open just to get my yardages and stuff. And I was just slinging. I got actually another thing to note because I guess I haven't been on since this happened. Played in a work tournament a couple weeks ago, right? They had a raffle. They had a whole bunch of stuff. It's for the tribe that owns the casino that I work at. They go all out, everybody's invited. Anyway, had all kinds of stuff. Like there was high-tech range finders. They had these little machines that you hook to your phone and it can track, you can put it on a mat and hit into a net and it tracks your yardages and all that kind of stuff. They had AirPods, they had a Scotty Cameron putter. They had a brand new Callaway Elite driver. So I bought 25 tickets, right? Long story short, put those in the putter, the Scotty Cameron, and the Callaway Elite driver. I won them both, guys.
Okay. Let's go, man.
Hell yeah.
So I've been trying to get those clubs dialed in. So those are my things to note. Shot an 87, won some new clubs, over $1,000 worth of clubs in my bag. Feels good.
That's probably boys. Why you shot an 87 is because of those new clubs.
Well, of course, actually, it's always the clubs, right?
Yeah.
No, the putter honestly is really hard to get used to, and I had a couple birdie opportunities today that turned into 3 or 4 putts for bogey or par. So I'm still trying to get that dialed in. It's going to take a little bit of time, but that driver, whoo, I can hit that thing far. It's cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's why you're selling your other driver.
Yeah, that's why I'm selling it.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so because I only bought that driver a year ago, but I don't need it. I like the new driver better.
Yeah. Shit.
The free one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my baby could use a new driver. I'm just saying.
$300 and it's yours.
No, my child. My child's not making any money right now.
Yeah, but dad's gonna buy her first driver.
Is that right? No,
Dad's still working, right?
I don't know. I might have lost my job tonight. Anyways,
uh-oh.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Aaron. That's fantastic. I love it, man. That's some great stuff. Go golf, baby. The next man, he also needs no introduction, but we will introduce him anyways. Give it up for the one, the only, Joe, Special Teams Spollery. Joe, what's one great thing you have to note, my guy?
Well, Aaron, as experienced golfers that we are, we always know it's the gear and the hardware that's the problem with the golf game. When we get new gear and hardware, that's what fixes the swing.
I was playing with Pro V1s today too.
At the balls, balls go 15% further. You get the branded balls. Yeah, the gear fixes your game. So that's what's awesome. Well, I got a couple of things to note, Nick. Had an excellent, spectacular weekend last weekend. It started Thursday night, went to a show, a lot of fun. Didn't get to bed till 5 a.m. I felt like I was 19 again.
Damn.
So that was an experience.
That was horrible.
First time I've had a Red Bull or energy drink after 9 o'clock in quite some time. Last I can remember. Oh, that was a hell of a time. Let's see. Friday went to a rage room, smash room. That was a lot of fun. Went with some friends. You get some overalls on and protective gear, and then you just choose a mallet or a crowbar or a bat, and you just go in a room and wreak havoc. Yeah, this is where you take your anger out on whatever's going on in life.
What weapon did you choose, and what was your motivation?
Yeah, good question.
I went with the crowbar. That crowbar was like a solid 10 to 15 pound all steel crowbar. That fucker was not. I was just hoping there was a printer in the room that I could smash, but there was nothing, man. Like Office Space. I was hoping I could do a printer smash, but unfortunately, there's not. I had to set my sight on a vacuum cleaner and a stereo speaker set. So,
oh damn,
I was fine. Then Saturday went up for a nice hike up in Silverton.
Wait, what was your motivation? What was your motivation?
Oh, just to create a mess and as big of a mess as possible. Oh yeah, and then we had a bunch of glass bottles and we had a bat, so we just had someone pitching the glass bottle and boom, sending that straight into the wall, man. It was great.
That sounds like fun.
It was great. Good time, man. And Saturday went up
for a hike. Despite all my age, I'm just still around in the cage.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
that was a evil laugh. I love it. Saturday went up for a nice hike in the mountains, beautiful scenery, seeing the leaves turn brown. To Aaron's point, spooky season coming in slowly in the Rockies, and then obviously Sunday football, cap it off with the Rams dub. Always a good weekend.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, go Rams. Whose house?
Well, we temporarily took over Nashville's house, but yeah, it was the Rams' house, baby.
I mean, this is a transplant city, so
yeah,
very true.
It was a Rams house. All right. So my one thing to note is obviously I was gone. I was on vacation. Went to Montana for 4 days to visit my lovely wife's parents, which my in-laws. Did some fishing, did some swimming. It was real great out there, real nice, real pretty like. And then we went to Wisconsin for 2 days where my cousin Mason got married. Shout out to Mason. It was a beautiful wedding. Beautiful time. It was right on the lake. I got to go down a slide into the water at the lake.
Oh, nice.
It was awesome. And then drank some Jack through a straw for my other cousin's deceased mother. That was like a shout out thing, I did it twice.
You would.
And then we danced all night. It was grand. I got to see a lot of my family that I haven't seen in a long time. Celine met a lot of them that she hadn't met before. And Dad was there. It was great. Anyways, family first.
Jake.
Jake just had a baby, so I mean
he's got to be there with the baby.
Yeah, I mean, how long are we going to use that?
Got a newborn.
What's the expiration date on that excuse? Like, how long is that valid?
At least 18 years.
I was gonna say, dude. That's the best excuse to have too. You could use it whenever.
Yeah. I mean, shit, 18 years plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, shit, you can still live in I'm in a basement right now. Luckily, it's not my mom's, but
I wish I lived in a basement. It sounds a lot cheaper.
Well, we are taking applications.
Now let's stop it.
Let's dig in. For our viewers right now, if you're watching this, you're probably watching it tomorrow, which is Friday. It is Thursday Night Football right now. The Bills are playing against the Dolphins. We're going to get to our picks later, but we all picked the Bills just so we are all clear, correct?
Competitive game, ironically.
Okay, so I'm going to change my bet. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm altering the deal.
Let's run through week 2. We're going to do it like we used to do last year, guys. I'm going to go through the games, recap them real quick. If you want to add a sentence or two about something that you liked, didn't like, whatever, go for it. All right. First off, we had our Thursday Night Football game, which was awesome. I watched it in Montana. I even got my in-law, who's not a football fan, into it. And he also gave us 2 Packer blankets that he bought at a Montana Fair or something like that, a rodeo, which was awesome. So, anyways, Commanders lost 18 to the Packers 27. Any thoughts on that, boys?
The Packers defense looked real good.
Yeah.
Looked real good. Able to slow down Jaden Daniels, wasn't really able to do anything. Secondary was all over. Jordan Love was able to handle the ball, do what he needed to do for the Packers to win the game. Good game by Packers.
Love it. Joseph, you agree?
Yeah, it's the Micah Parsons effect here. All the eyes are on him. The Micah Parsons project. All the eyes are on him, and he's getting double teams, maybe sometimes triple team. That just opens up one-on-ones with everyone else. And the Packers already had an above-average defense before they got Micah. Now it's a top 3 defense, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you already know what I'm going to say. I love it. I love seeing it. I'm not going to jinx it, but we're 2-0. We looked good in both games, and we're playing strong competition. Our schedule only gets easier until the end of the year, so I'm excited for the future. All right, moving on. Jaguars are 1-1. The Bengals are 2-0. After this game, I'm going to give their records as of last week's end of game. Jaguars lost 27-31. The biggest story here was Joe Burrow getting injured, which we will go into detail about later, and then Jake Browning stepping in to help win the game. Comments, concerns?
I mean, how hard is it to get an offensive line? To take care of your $286 million quarterback. But hey, shit happens, I guess,
Shit happens. Yeah. Joseph.
There's
over 5,000 obese people living in this country, and the Bengals can't put an offensive line together.
I actually sent that to RJ.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Burrow officially has gotten sacked more times than Andrew Luck has in his career, his short-lived career.
Yeah, probably.
The Bengals' offensive line's been bad historically. That's why Carson Palmer forced his way out a decade and a half ago. Not 2 decades ago, I think. I don't know. The Bengals just can't seem to get the offensive line right. This Joe Burrow is just suffering here.
Yeah, it sucks. I know you guys just talked about that, so I won't go into that, but I did want to mention Trevor Lawrence had a pretty decent game, all things considered, and I do like Trevor. I wish he was like on a winning team. I wish he could help lead the team, but shout out to him. He was 24-42, which is a lot of pass attempts, but 271 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was lighting it up in the second half.
Yeah. So, all right. The Giants, they are 0-2 now officially against they played the Cowboys, excuse me. Their Cowboys are 1-1, getting their first dub, 37-40. This was one of the highest scoring games of the weekend. There's a lot of high scoring games, so if you took the overs, you look good. But that is a total of 77 points, boys.
Jesus.
I will start this one with saying once again, I'm looking at quarterbacks. Russell Wilson, dude, 30-41, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think he had like one of the best games of his career.
Who had him in fantasy this week?
Huh?
Who had him in fantasy this week?
I don't think anybody.
No, I know.
Yeah, he's on the bench. Yeah. But the crazy fucked up thing about that is, man put on a show and he still fucking lost.
Yeah, I know.
Take it away.
I mean, you pretty much hit it right there. Played his freaking mind out and still lost.
I know. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, the Cowboys just suck.
I was gonna say, do you guys have faith in the Cowboys doing anything this year?
Absolutely not.
After 2 weeks, okay.
Yeah.
Cowboys look like they could use a pass rusher. I don't know. That's what I was seeing. It looked like they could use a pass rusher in that game.
They should call the Packers, see if Micah Parsons is available.
Yeah. You know what? We'll take 4 first round picks and Kenny Clark maybe.
We'll double down.
Yeah, let's get 2 at least. Two extras. All right. Next game, Bears. They are 0-2. I love to see it. Love to fucking see it. God, fucking Bears. And then the Lions. They are 1-1. Okay.
Yep.
Obviously, the Lions lost to the Packers week 1. This game was also fucking 73 points. Bears lost 21-52 to the Lions.
Yep.
Tear into them.
Yeah. I mean, Goff threw 5 touchdowns, 3 to St. Brown. They looked way different than they did week 1. Who's to say, Bears defense can really hold them. I'm not losing complete faith in the Bears just yet, but the Lions looked a little bit rejuvenated. See if they can keep that up.
You're smoking crack, my guy, but it's okay.
I wish you got some. You have some in Tennessee.
No, I don't. I mean, maybe I don't know where it's at.
The
Though.
back blocks of Tennessee.
Joseph,
I don't know what you're holding on to, Aaron. The Bears are cooked for this season. This season is all about just getting Caleb Williams getting better and better in Ben Johnson's system. And with as big of an ass whooping as that game was, Ben Johnson said post game he saw progress from Caleb Williams in the game overall from week 1. I don't know if he's just spinning that because it was such a negative outcome, but it did come out of the horse's mouth. I think the Lions revalidated that they're just fine. I think the Packer loss was just a week 1 thing. I don't think the losing the coordinators looks like that's not as big of a hit as we thought it could be.
I mean, it's a little yes and no, but on your point,
it's early.
But I think it's too early to tell for either team. Like definitely
for the Bears. Oh, they're cooked, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think the Bears are done. Like they're just done trash. Like
I hope they win the Super Bowl now.
Look at that. Even my Bears friend was like, "Yep, another typical game for Bears." For the Bears.
It's okay. That's how I feel about the Raiders.
You guys are just used to it, and I think there's no fucking bounce back. I'm pretty sure their schedule gets harder too.
Bears have they have a gauntlet.
Yeah. All right. Rams. The Rams, they won. They are 2-0, my guy, against the Titans, who are 0-2. Rams 33, Titans 19. Joseph, go ahead.
Well, Nick's favorite player, Kyron Williams, really stepped up. 17 carries, 66 yards. Unfortunately, he had no touchdowns. But welcome to LA, Devontae Adams, 6 catches, 105 yards, 1 tutty. DeLong was 33, so that was awesome. That's kind of how I envisioned this Rams offense to look with Tay on the other side of the ball, on the other side of the field with Puka. Puka got a little rocked in the game, but he got up and he was fine. No problem. But Rams looked solid, taking care of business on the road against inexperienced. Hey, Cam Ward looked good, though, in that game. He had some throws that were like, okay, I raised some throws here. If he continues on his trajectory, man, watch out for the Titans in a couple of years with him.
Yeah. Okay. Aaron, you want to go or you care?
No, I don't care.
Different. Okay. I will say Rams starting out 2-0 isn't isn't as impressive as it looks as a record, in my opinion. I think they got some growing to do, and I don't know. I don't want to say it's because of like the changes on the team that have been happening. I think Stafford, in my opinion, Joe, is starting to show his age a little bit. I think he's slowing down, And now Devontae Adams had a good game, but he's also your team seems to be getting older, like all the way around.
No, I get it.
I don't think it'll be a bad season. It's just you beat the Titans. Sorry, the Titans are garbage.
Hey, any given
and that's
Sunday,
why I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
any given Sunday.
Well,
the Rams will be
not last Sunday for those Titans.
The Rams will be facing
because they suck.
The Rams will be facing gut check week 3 when they play the Eagles. So we'll see where we're at.
You know what you need to do, Aaron, while you're here is there a Titans game in town? Because we could get dirt cheap tickets. See who they're playing. Okay, sorry, I digress. All right, let's keep on. Patriots played the Dolphins. Patriots won 33-27 against the Dolphins. The Patriots are 1-1. The Dolphins are 0-2. Aaron, thoughts?
Dolphins suck.
Yeah.
Patriots don't look that much better, but they're not as bad as the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's really all I got. Nothing really to digest there. Dolphins look like little fucking bluegill in Sugar Pine Pond. If you know. Although,
breaking news, it is 21-21 in the fourth.
No fucking shit. I gotta turn it on.
Against the Bills. So
all right. Well, any given Thursday, right?
Any given Thursday.
2 with a Tyreek for a tutty.
It's wild. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but it is wild. But other than right now, they do look like shit. No. They are a trash ass team. No.
they looked better week 2 than from week 1. Like week 1 was a complete egg, laying an egg, but week 2 they did look a little better. Like to your point, they're looking a little better today.
Yeah, they're it's a slow like come on for the Dolphins. I don't know if it's
gonna a slow what?
Oh, come on. You know what I meant. You know what I said. You love it. If you don't like it, you love it.
There we go.
By the way, this episode is brought to you by Toxic Masculinity. Remember we haven't done
that's right.
For a long time. Like after that.
This fucking guy.
We're having too much fucking fun on this. This is supposed to be a serious podcast.
Since when?
Super serial.
That's what our contract says.
Yeah, well, you can put that contract right in my butt. I mean, your butt. I mean, Joe's butt.
ABC can cancel us, okay? We cannot let that happen. We need to stick with the game plan here. All right, anyways, we digress. Yeah, you said it all. 49ers, they beat the Saints 26-21. The Niners are 2-0. Both of those were away games, and the Saints are 0-2. Both of those were home games, I believe. Question marks?
So do you remember what we just talked about like 2 seconds ago with another team that sucks, like the Titans and the Dolphins? Throw the Saints in there too, because the Niners don't look that great. I mean, they've played 2 teams.
Firing on all cylinders. I love it. I can't disagree with you.
Yeah.
And therefore, I won't even try. I do like to watch Mac Jones play football, though. It's fun. Joe?
They should call Kyle Shanahan's playbook quarterbacking for dummies, because it seems like everyone that comes into his system just balls out and looks really good. Matt Jones, 26 of 39, 280 yards and threw for 3 touchdowns. I mean, I understand he's a backup and he's trying to find his regaining in the league, but I mean, okay, once again, Kyle Shanahan just turns your broken quarterback into a good quarterback next year.
I love it. All right, Bills at Jets. Bills won 30-10. Bills are 2-0. Jets are 0-2. Once again, Justin Fields, poor guy, he got knocked out of the game rather quickly with a possible concussion, which has been confirmed. Josh Allen did not have like a eye-opening, like eye-popping game. I think he put up 148 yards. Yeah, 148 yards, no touchdowns, like whatever. James Cook, on the other hand, 132 yards on 21 carries for 2 touchdowns. Shout out James Cook. He is on one of my fantasy teams. Awesome. Oh, fucking awesome.
What the fuck?
Dude, we got to talk about the Vampire League in this podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, so biggest things for me are I feel like the Jets look better than they did last year, even though they're losing games. Bills are the Bills. They could go to the Super Bowl. All right.
I agree. Justin Fields is a huge asset too. Unfortunately, he's concussed right now, but he's looking good. Garrett Wilson, they still have. Breece Hall is still good. So, I agree.
Word. Joseph.
The Jets are just still showing they're young and undisciplined with all their penalties that they're committing. It's a growing team, developing team. It's Aaron, you could throw the Jets in there as well as just the bottom dwellers of the league. Absolute shite.
Nope.
Absolute shite.
Not yet.
I kind of like the Jets too, unfortunately.
I want to, but it's just popping out L's here.
Now that his love, Aaron Rodgers is gone. There's no reason.
Yeah, the Jets are just not really good. Terrible organization.
They're not as good. They're not as good looking for Joe. You know what I mean? Like they just don't have those looks that Joe loves.
Right.
They don't have the conspiracy theorists on the team. I'm looking for that. That's why I'm starting to gravitate to the Steelers a little bit here. I don't know why. But
okay. All right. Anyways, I guess speaking of the Steelers, they got their ass beat by the Seahawks, 17-31. Joe's boy. Seahawks are 1-1. So are the Steelers. Sam Darnold, I think, put up better numbers than Aaron Rodgers. Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, Steelers defense is old as shit. They can't run the ball. And they're over reliant on Aaron Rodgers and him getting them out of a pickle, essentially. To your point, Sam Darnold, 22 of 33, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, though. Aaron Rodgers, 18 of 33, 200 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. A turnover is the name of the game. But yeah, they just can't. Steelers can't run the ball. Seattle's defense is really good. Yeah, Seattle, a little eye-raising win here. I think Seattle could easily be 2-0 right now, in my opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna challenge that real quick. Seattle is what I think the Jets are, and the Jets are what Seattle was, in my opinion. So they kind of like swapped places and
Yeah,
whatever.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Nothing.
What? No.
I said nothing. You got nothing.
No.
You're good with it.
I agree.
I concur. Remind me again. Sorry, who is the Steelers' leading running back?
Yes, Jaylen Warren. You're right.
Jaylen
That's it, Aaron.
Jaylen Warren. Okay. Yeah. All right. Browns, the fucking Browns, they got their ass beat 17-41 by the Ravens. Browns are 0-2. Ravens are 1-1. I mean, we already know the story on the Browns. We already know the story on the Ravens.
Put Shedeur in. Oh, sorry.
Huh?
We said put Shedeur in.
Yeah, that'll change everything. They'll be 0-3 this week. Yeah, Lamar Jackson does Lamar Jackson things. Packers play the Browns this weekend. It's gonna be I got one of my friends at work. She's a Browns fan. She's gonna come over to the house.
Oh boy.
Why? No. All right. Broncos. Close game with the Colts. Okay, so this was a pretty good game overall. Broncos lost 28-29. The Colts are 2-0. The Broncos are 1-1. Like I said, pretty close game, really good game, fun to watch. I love the Colts right now, and I love Daniel Jones. Okay, I think most people do. Underdog team, then it's like,
hold on, don't you mean Indiana Jones?
Ooh,
is that like going around right now?
Yeah, that's been trending on social media.
Okay, I love it.
Also, just real quick to add. Only team in the Super Bowl era to go 2-0 without kicking any punts.
That's facts entirely right there, everyone. This is true.
Oh, my bad.
No, I don't. There's no facts entirely segment, but I'm just saying that is facts entirely.
Yeah.
That is legit.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Are we thinking Super Bowl here?
I mean, might be a sleeper.
McAfee is sold on them going to the Super Bowl. So
well, of course he is. He's played for Indy.
Yeah, I had to look up this whole leverage rule in the rule book on that last play there. I was like, oh man, that's just a caress. Broncos could be 2-0, man, but nope, they couldn't.
Does anyone have Daniel Jones on their fantasy team?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I'm wondering what kind of points he's getting. I know he's doing great, but I mean, what?
23 of 34, 315 yards, 1 tutty.
Touchdown Bills.
Oh, yeah.
And Daniel Jones had a rushing touchdown in that game.
He does do a little scrambler. All right. Panthers, they lost to the Cardinals 22-27. Panthers are 0-2. Cardinals are 2-0. This is my false team, the Cardinals. I don't believe in the Cardinals. I think they're trash. They're just getting away with easy fucking wins, playing shittier teams. Done.
I agree with you. But the Panthers suck butts unrespectfully, so.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add. I wanna interject real quick. Bryce Young threw for 55. He had 55 fucking passing attempts. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a lot. 328 yards, 3 touchdowns. So he did try his best. But his best wasn't good enough against.
Was anyone watching that game live in the end?
I did not watch that game. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't even on my fucking red zone or my YouTube.
No. My friend Dave that I was with, he was a Panthers fan, so obviously Sunday ticket, that's one of the squares. I need to, since you guys didn't watch the ending of this game, I just need to spend a minute explaining what happened in the end here, okay? So the Panthers came back and scored, so then they're within range 22-27. They kick an onside kick, and I know I'm dipping into my segment. They actually recovered the onside kick in the fourth quarter. So how about that, okay? So first play so they get the ball to the 50-yard line. First play, incomplete. Second play, incomplete. Third play, incomplete. And then they get bailed out on a 5-yard penalty for defensive holding. And then they get the first down. And then there's a 10-yard penalty for offensive holding. So it comes back. And then the next play, they run it shotgun, 2nd and 17. And then there's a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer. So automatic first down. Ball's moving closer to the end zone, fellas. Okay. The next play with 54 seconds left, shotgun, Bryce Young pass incomplete. But then there's a 10-yard penalty for him intentionally grounding. So he comes back. And then there's a 5-yard penalty next play for defensive offside against the Cardinals. And then there's another defensive holding against the Cardinals, another 5 yards. And then, 4th and 10, incomplete. But it was literally penalty after penalty for the last minute and a half of the game, man. It's just like, oh, are the Panthers going to do it? No, they didn't.
Oh, what happened?
No. Wow. Truly,
right.
truly riveting stuff.
That was just phenomenal information, Joseph. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In other news, let's go to the weather. Okay, well, another bird. The Eagles, they beat the Chiefs in what was supposed to be the Super Bowl rematch bullshit, which was actually really just absolute bullshit, if you ask me. 20-17. Eagles are 2-0. Chiefs are 0-2. The thing I love the best about this is fuck the Chiefs. Aaron knows it. Ethan said it. Fuck the Chiefs. I think that this is the Taylor Swift curse. My favorite fucking part of this game, which, if you follow me on Facebook, which I hope you don't, fucking Travis Kelce is a dick. Okay, I don't like him. I don't like him. This whole Taylor Swift thing, whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. The best part about this, though, is he's so distracted that there is that clip of him in this game going, he's saying, like, get your foot, I'm fucking sick of this shit, or whatever. And he's throwing a fit. He's throwing a fit on the field with his helmet off to his teammates. Like, that's not how you lead people, okay? Yeah, life sucks, but you're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to lead by example. Then this motherfucker drops a touchdown in the end zone that gets intercepted.
Well, I think he's just mad that they're not getting the whistles and the calls that they normally are accustomed to getting, you know?
But exactly. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's called Karma. And doesn't Taylor Swift have a song called Karma is my boyfriend? Karma did it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
okay.
boy.
I'm done. See ya.
Okay, bye. Good talk. All right, so moving on. It looks like we got...
That's it? You aren't going to say nothing about the Eagles?
Oh, I mean, the Eagles were fucking able to hold it without even, like, passing.
This is true.
No, Kansas City looks fucking not great. And I love to see it. That's all I got to say.
Joe?
Everyone is ready to say the Chiefs are cooked this season. They're done, and all this rhetoric that's going around about them. I'm saying let's pump the brakes a little bit because it is overreaction week 2. And but they still Xavier Worthy is still out. And then what's his name?
Because Travis Kelce took him out.
I know. And then what's his name that's been suspended through week 6 of the regular season?
Rice.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, let's let them regroup around week 8, week 9, week 10, see how they can turn it around. And with the way the Chargers are playing, I don't know if they'll get the division, but I think wild card's still into play. No questions asked.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm done with the Chiefs.
We all are. I know.
All right, Falcons. They fucking won. They beat the fucking Vikings. Which, oh my gosh, I'm 22-6. Vikings 1-1. Falcons 1-1. JJ McCarthy he's gonna take some years to develop. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And he's also hurt now. But boys.
I mean, yeah, been waiting for a little bit of spark down in Atlanta, and I think they got it. Bijan, 143 yards, so that obviously helps a lot. I don't know how many touchdowns or anything he had in that game.
He had any.
He had 1. So yeah, I mean, they were the better team. Minnesota couldn't stop them. Bam.
Joe.
The Falcons struggled so badly to score the ball. I mean, they were in prime scoring position a lot of the night. They just could not get it past the goal line, man. Very a lot of questions about that just from the Falcons side, but
well, they won, so
they did. JJ just looks like an overwhelmed
22
rookie
points,
quarterback.
So
yeah, they scored 10. They scored 10 in the fourth quarter. So you take that out, they only scored 12 points, all field goals. Anyway, I digress. JJ just looks like a overwhelmed starting rookie quarterback that just needs the reps. You take away his worst quarter, you take away his best quarter from the last 2 games. He just looks like an average rookie quarterback, in my opinion. The high ankle sprain, 2 to 4 weeks, he's out, which is a bummer because he needs the reps. And it's also a double bummer because my friend Scott's in Minneapolis right now, getting ready to go to the game this Sunday, and they're not going to see him. So,
well, you might actually win a game. So,
yeah, based on this performance.
I didn't know Scott was out. That's funny. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
He flew out this morning with his kids.
Shit.
Live there.
Buccaneers, they snuck away with the win 20-19 against the Texans. Buccaneers are 2-0. Texans are 0-2. This I didn't really necessarily see coming. I kind of like the Texans, but they're also inconsistent. I don't really know who to blame from the Texans, so you guys can talk about it.
To be honest with you, my Super Bowl sleeper for the NFC is the Bucs. Not joking, anything like that. The way that game ended, for the Bucs to come back down by 5, no timeouts, like a semi hurry up offense, able to move the ball down the field, able to get the touchdown to win the game while the clock is ticking down is just it was perfect. It was a perfect ending. Baker Mayfield, calm. I mean, somewhat calm. He got freaking worked up. Obviously, like he's just that guy moving that offense down. But he kept his cool, made good decisions, ran it when he needed to pick up the first downs, threw it to the outside so his receivers were able to get out of bounds to stop the clock without using up any timeouts. I do think they used one in that last drive, but it was a phenomenal drive. Way for them to end the game. I like the Bucs.
Yeah, Baker's the man. He knows how to do it. He knows how to do it. I do like the Bucs too, and I liked what you said. They're like your sleeper Super Bowl pick.
Yeah.
I could see that, unfortunately, but I don't know what happened. But sleeper wise, yes.
I mean, they know how to win games, but then that's why they're the sleeper, because you know they still have to go through the Lions, the Packers, the Eagles. You know, there's still some elite teams. There's still some elite teams in the NFC.
Aaron, you froze it.
Let's go too. Did I look cool? I was just staring at Joe. Okay, cool.
If the TV wasn't moving, I would have thought you actually froze. That's funny. Yeah, you said it. You said it best, brother. Joe, you ain't got nothing to add.
Well, I got someone you could blame, Nick. It's their offensive line. It's probably one of the worst offensive lines in football with the Texans right now. So we can start there if you're looking for something to blame. And to Aaron's point, can we all agree that Baker is just so much fun to watch play football?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy embodies football. He takes off on that 4th and 10 run play where he gets tackled. Then he looks like he's injured, and he just stands up and starts talking shit to the defense. Like,
oh yeah,
this guy stands on business, man. It was awesome. Got that dog in him. Not that Georgia Bulldog, but that dog.
Speaking of Chargers, they won 20-9 against the Raiders. Chargers are 2-0. Raiders are 1-1. Raiders don't look terrible. They don't look fantastic. They're right. There's something. There's something. You know, give it a couple years, they might be something. I just gotta say, Ashton Genty. Genty. I'm thinking of country music. Genty, he is my running back in 3 out of 4 leagues. Well, I'm in 5 now. 3 out of 5 leagues. I know it's only week 2, but I need him to fucking do something because I keep putting him in, and I'm like, okay, this is his week. Like, I mean, it's 2 weeks, but this is his week.
Yeah.
Don't make me regret this. All right, take it away.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I do have him in one league, but just as a Raiders fan, as a whole, need him to do something because Monday night he looked like a true rookie that didn't really know what was going on. There were a couple plays where he just blew blocks, guys just coming right by him. There was one point where he kind of just threw up his arms and then just stands there. I'm like, my guy, like he looked like a scared rookie.
Yeah.
So, but to your point, they don't look terrible. Our rushing defense is phenomenal right now. Our linebackers are clicking. Jamal Adams, Devin White, those guys, veteran guys, they're clicking. Secondary is looking pretty good. Really, with that high-powered Chargers offense, we held them to 20 points. If our offense had been able to get going, we would have won that game. But unfortunately, Brock Bowers with his injury, he wasn't a part of the game barely at all. I think he only had a handful of catches. Nothing spectacular. Honestly, I wish they would have just benched him with how little they used him. Jacoby Myers didn't have a good game. Obviously, Geno Smith threw 3 interceptions. He kept the first play of the game, throws an interception. After that, he is still trying to force the ball into double coverage. Guys trying to get jump balls on the sidelines. It's not going to work. Like I said, forcing the ball everywhere. So even with all of that, I still think we're in a decent spot. And I still think we have a shot to beat the Commanders this weekend. They need to regroup. They need to focus. Ashton Genty needs to understand that he is the starter. The whole team is counting on him. He needs to just get in there, get his blocking assignments. We obviously, even week 2, when he gets those downhill runs, he is running full speed ahead. Like there was one run where he went to the outside, went one-on-one with one of their safeties and knocked his ass over.
Yeah.
He can do it. It's just I don't know what happened. We didn't look like we were organized. So they just need to regroup, come back, and I think we're going to be okay. At least 9-8, 10-7, hopefully 7th or 6th wild card spot at the end of the year.
That was great.
Thank you. I've had some time to think about it since Monday.
Joe.
Okay, so I do have a couple of things I do want to say about this game. We'll start with Ashton Genty. So I was watching a couple of programs this week. One of them, the notable one I'm going to quote, was a segment from the Rich Eisen show, and they were talking about exactly what you and Nick were talking about, Aaron, with the lack of touches with Ashton's. Like, what's going on here? Fantasy owners are you're crying 911 panic mode, because like, oh no, like I drafted him in the first round. What's going on, Pete Carroll was asked after the game, what's going on with Ashton? He doesn't look like you're playing him that much. Like, what's the status? And he very confidently said, oh yeah, he's a rookie. He's learning how to transition from college to the pros, not just on the field, but off the field as well, and learning that. He said, we're just taking him along nice and slow to get him into the flow and the groove so he can feel comfortable. And he's like, but eventually we will be ramping up the usage of him. So I would say let especially to the fantasy owners, like, all right, just calm down. Let's wait till like week 5, week 6. Let's see what's going on with that. Next thing, Aaron, good point to you. The defense for the Raiders looks a lot better than I was expecting, outside of Crosby, which is obviously the elephant in the room right there.
I mean, Crosby hasn't even done too much. Yeah, it's that rugby player that's a defensive tackle. He's actually number 5 in sacks in the league. I think he only has 3, but still. But yeah, no, the defense looks a lot better.
Well, it's all that attention that Crosby creates that creates those one-on-one matchups around. And you call that the Micah Parsons effect, the Aaron Donald effect, just those star defensive players where it just creates that effect.
Current players, Joe.
I just saying in general. Hey, Aaron Donald could come out of retirement any second, okay? His locker is ready.
I heard what you said. That was pretty good. Isn't it? Oh my God.
And then my last point here is the Chargers look like that team that can compete in the AFC. I think they look good top to bottom.
Great.
Poor Joe.
My takes are that good, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that was good.
Uh,
Nick, what do you got? You got anything to add to that?
I was gonna say, isn't it Pete Carroll's job though to like get him fixed up and like ready for the NFL ahead of
I mean, yeah, it is, and I think it'll happen.
Yeah, rookies are rookies still.
It just week 2, like it's gonna happen, and this is a coaching opportunity for Carroll to get him ready for the Commanders this week, because that's gonna be a big game.
Yeah, I fucking hope so.
I mean, Jaden Daniels might not play too. I mean, we'll get to it when we go through our picks, but.
Okay. Well, we've done a lot of talking already. This has been fun, but we still have a lot to do. So I'm gonna run through this quick.
We got to speed this up, boys.
Yeah, we're having too much fun. Tush push. One thing I just want to mention is on the Tush push. Most of you guys saw it. I although I am a Packers fan, I don't like that we try to push for the Tush push to not be a push anymore. Although they did false start the whole shit in the Kansas City game.
The guards.
Yeah. So I kind of think that we just need to pay more attention to it. I don't know how to explain it. You guys okay with the Tush push still? I mean, it's football.
Yeah, I honestly, if you got a problem with it, use it. You know what I mean? Just fucking use it.
Fucking amen, brother.
Joe?
Yeah, with those tackles being off, false, offset essentially, I think the refs just need to be paying attention to this a lot more. And I heard this interesting story about the tush push and the banning and everything. So for the longest time in the NFL, it was illegal to push players with the ball, like push them or pull them. And then in 2005, the NFL removed that rule, and the reasoning was, well, we can't determine who's pushing or who's pulling the ball carrier, so we're just going to remove that rule entirely. So believe it or not, that used to be a rule in the NFL, like you couldn't push or pull a player that had the ball. So, well, interesting tidbit of information there. So, to Aaron's point, yeah, find a way to stop it. Use it yourself. If you're the Packers, you run it with Tucker Kraft.
Tucker's. Don't get me started. We ain't doing that with Tucker. he's valuable to us. Okay. I need to switch it to Joe. Talk about college football, please. I'll be right back.
All right, ladies and gents, here college football week 3 just wrapped up here. Let me go by my tab here. Yeah, week 3 of college football wrapped up. A couple of notable games for sure that were on the docket. Florida at LSU. Florida lost 10-20. LSU, good hard fought win. Once again, LSU just proving they can be one of the powerhouses in the SEC. Miami beats South Florida 49-12. South Florida was starting to trend up a little bit after last week's upset win against the Gators. But Miami kind of just put them in their place and stomped. Now they scored 2 touchdowns every quarter except the third quarter. Probably the matchup of the weekend was Georgia at Tennessee. This was a thriller. Georgia won in overtime 44-41. Tennessee just showing that they could be that guy. They could be that team in the SEC that keeps up with the top dogs. Joey Aguilar, really loved his game. This guy entered the transfer portal 3 times, 3 consecutive years. He's finally on a good program. Finally doing what he needs to do. So good for him on that. Rolling through probably the upset of the weekend, Texas A&M versus Notre Dame. Texas A&M 41, Notre Dame 40. Everyone basically said Notre Dame had to win this to guarantee they're going to be in the college football playoff. But they did. So now they have to basically run the table of the rest of their season if they want to have a chance to be in there. Texas A&M, though, showing up in big time situation here. So good for them. Last minute field goal to win the game. This one right here. Vanderbilt versus South Carolina. Vanderbilt 31, South Carolina 7. This was very notable because Lenore Sellers, the quarterback for the Carolina, the Gamecocks, he gets hurt in the first half and has to leave the game. And like I said, I've been telling everyone this is going to be a top 3 quarterback draft selection next NFL draft. But definitely notable. It sounds like the test results are negative, so I think he would be fine for next week. Another big upset win, Georgia Tech against Clemson. Georgia Tech 24, Clemson 21. Clemson was supposed to be this team coming in this year that was going to really just solidify after Dabo Swinney goes into the transfer portal and gets all these transfers and really just stacks up that roster. A lot of good future NFL players on the defensive side, but offense is oof. So that's a little bit of a doozy. Georgia Tech, damn man, they might be for real this year. They've been lurking. They've been building up slowly over the last couple of years, and it looks like they finally are going to take that step here this year. So good for them on that. Alabama gets a get right win, 38-14 over Wisconsin. Nothing to really take away there. Alabama just showing that they're good. Texas Tech rips it from Oregon State, but they're 0-3. So who was expecting anything there? Michigan gets right after that loss to Oklahoma, 63-3 win over Central Michigan. So that was our recap from last week. Couple of notable games going into this week in week 4. Texas Tech at Utah. The Utes are a 3.5-point favorite. We have Auburn at Oklahoma. That's going to be a really good one. It's a classic SEC showdown right there. Another notable game, Michigan at Nebraska. Nebraska obviously has Patrick Mahomes Jr. on this team. Michigan looking to continue winning and moving their way up the rankings. Nebraska 3-0. This is going to be a fun game for sure. Then we got South Carolina at Missouri. Miz is favored by 10. I don't know if they know something about Lenore Sellers that I'm not seeing. So that's our college football recap for this week. Looking forward to next week. Some more exciting games on the docket. So back to you, Shark.
Hey, Joe, I'm sure it was a great recap. Sorry I only got the end of it.
We mentioned Tennessee. Don't worry.
Tennessee, dude, fucking dropping it to Georgia. That's bullshit.
Good game, though.
I will say I have not tried to. So far, I've been watching college football more this year than I ever have in the past. I'm trying to get into it. I'm rooting for Tennessee. Part of this is because of you, Joe. Thank you for making this a thing. It's a lot to keep track of, so my priority still remains with the NFL. But it is also fun to watch. The problem with college football is the betting in college football is fucked up. It's all fucked up. It's all crazy. You get spreads of plus 43, and you're like, that looks real good. And then they win by 65 fucking points.
Instead of,
watching? That's the problem with college football.
I would keep the betting to the competitive games, like the Michigan versus Nebraska, Alabama,
but then we're going back to half points, 1.5 point spreads, and you're like, oh fuck, this could go either way because it's college,
Well, more exciting.
Yeah, exciting. All right, switching back to the NFL. Before we do our segments, we're gonna do some quick injury reports. These are the big names that we got going on right now that most people have already heard of if you watch ESPN, but we are going to refresh your memory. Joe Burrow has a toe injury. He's expected to be out for 3+ months. Could possibly be the season ending because if he's well in 3 months and his team loses, why would he come back and play? Austin Eckler, old name, solid name. He was the starting running back for the Commanders. Torn Achilles, he's out for the season. That's how it goes. I'm going to do 2 Packers players because these are big names for me. Jaden Reed, who he was our number one at his first 2 years ago, and last year he kind of fell off a little bit. But he came back this year and he was doing really good. He was looking good again. Jaden Reed is out with a broken collarbone, 6 to 8 weeks. So we'll see how fast he heals, how well he does. The other one that's been talked about today, if you're paying attention on this beautiful Thursday, is Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft had a knee injury during practice. They are saying that he is actually fine and that it was kind of more precautionary. So it's something to watch for us Packer fans. Tucker Kraft had a huge monster fucking game.
Did he just bang knees with a defensive player or something? Maybe.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It was. Okay. It was, but they were trying to say, oh, it's more at first it was more serious than that. But I guess you always got to designate the injury.
Yeah, you do.
We'll keep an eye on that. Tucker's a monster. If you got him in your fantasy league, he got 24 points last week.
Oh no, he's a dog for sure.
Yeah, I had him in 3.
And Dolphins lose 31-21.
And they're slowly getting more competitive here. No.
They tried for 2 quarters instead of 1. Okay, good. And then Justin Fields, we already talked about concussion, so he's out for the week. The Jets, It's not gonna be a good game for them. And JJ McCarthy, he's out with an ankle injury, as we also touched on, for 2 to 4 weeks is the speculation. Who knows how that goes, depending on how fast he heals. Aaron Jones, shout out Aaron, we love you. I still look at Jones. I mean, yeah, we love you.
Yes.
He's out with a hamstring injury, 4 to 5 weeks, 5 weeks probably minimum, and he is getting up there in age. It sucks to see him not play because he is fun to watch and he's a good pass rusher. All right, let's keep going and let's do our first segment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Hammering the stats.
What to do? What to be? You know what I'm saying? What is up? All right. I'm not going to get into defensive stats this year, but we're through week 2, so it is time to look at some leaders to keep this going up weekly. I'm going to look at 3 categories again this year: receiving, rushing, and passing. Let's take a look at the top 5 receivers in receiving yards. Just keep that in mind. It's just for the yards. You know what I mean?
Love it. Dude, I honestly, being a fantasy guy, this is like one of my favorite segments that we do.
All right, so yeah, right. How did I do this last year? Should have looked at this before. Okay, this is how I did it. All right, so starting at number 5, we got Zay Flowers. He has got 218 yards. Looks like 1 touchdown. Number 4 is Puka Nacua with the Los Angeles Rams with 221 yards, 0 touchdowns. Number 3, got CeeDee Lamb with 222 yards, 0 touchdowns. Number 2 with the Seattle Seahawks, Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's got 227 yards, 0 touchdowns.
I know.
It's crazy.
And I got crazy. Too, so
yeah, I have him in the league too. I'm sure that those touchdown numbers will go up. Maybe.
Yeah, give us some time.
Yeah. Number 1, New York Giants, Malik Neighbors with 238 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just a quick point out, since we're on it, it looks like the most touchdowns is rookie Bears Rom Adunze. He has 3 touchdowns. And then Quentin Johnston from the Los Angeles Chargers also has 3 touchdowns. So, I mean, only touchdown leaders are with 3, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Aaron, is it safe to say that Malik Neighbors got all those numbers in just the last game against the Cowboys?
Yeah, sure, whatever. You can say whatever you want, Joe. This is my segment, though, so you can shut up. All right, moving on to rushing yards. Number 5, Atlanta Falcons, Bijan Robinson with 167 yards, 0 touchdowns. Number 4, Buffalo Bills running back James Cook, 176 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns. I think we touched on that earlier. Number 3, Derrick Henry with 192 yards, 2 touchdowns. Number 2, Travis Etienne Jr. with the Jacksonville Jaguars, 214 yards, 0 touchdowns. Number 1, name that I don't think broke the top 5 last year, Jonathan Taylor with the Indianapolis Colts with 236 yards, 0 touchdowns. So another thing, not a lot of touchdowns rushing, which is
strange.
Yeah, I mean Derrick Henry with 3, but that's pretty standard. I mean, even scrolling down, like a lot of 0s and 1s. So the most rushing touchdowns is also 3 through 2 weeks. All right. Let's go on to our last little category here. We got number 5, Dak Prescott with 549 passing yards. Obviously, Cowboys, 2 touchdowns. Number 4, Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff, 559 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Also, will note that Dak Prescott has 1 interception as well. Justin Herbert, he has 560 yards. He's number 3, Los Angeles Chargers.
Damn.
560 yards with 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Let's go, Herbert. Fuck yeah, dude. I got
Number 2, Indianapolis Colts. Indiana, Daniel Jones,
Thank you, Aaron.
588 yards. I'm a fan too. I love to see the comeback. I mean, just because the show. Well, whatever. We'll get into it some other time. All right, 588 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Number 1, Russell Wilson.
Oh my
New York
God.
Giants quarterback with 618 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Fucking crazy.
That's
Let him cook.
So those are our offensive leaders in those 3 categories: receiving, rushing, passing. Once it gets to be about week 5 or 6, I'll start looking at interceptions and sacks. It's just this early in the season. There's a lot of guys that stack up with the same amount. I looked at it. It's not really worth getting into right now. If you want, I'm using ESPN out there, folks, if you want to look at those stats. Otherwise, like I said, in a couple of weeks, I will be giving those to you. And that is hammering the stats.
Shout out to ESPN. Sponsor us.
I love it. Sponsor us. No, give us a show.
Buy us.
Like
Buy
a
us out.
consultant. Yeah, put us on consultants on Pat McAfee.
I will say it's getting late, boys. So let's go.
Oh, okay. Joe, what is this special teams recap from week 2? What is this? Okay. I don't know what the second.
What?
Oh, the special teams corner.
Oh, yeah, just give us your special teams guy. Why is you worded that way?
I don't know. That's my bad. All right, boys. A lot of field goals. A lot of things happening this week. One of the big ones, obviously, I covered it, was the Panthers being able to get the onside kick recovery. Huge. We don't see that a lot in this league anymore. So anytime you see it, you got to note it.
Crazy. That was crazy.
The Cowboys winning 40-37. Brandon Aubrey, I think they said his range is 70 yards now, is what is being reported. He gets the game-winning field goal, and he also had he was 4 for 4 along with 64. He scored 15 total points with extra points as well. So Brandon Aubrey, probably the best kicker in the league right now, next to Dicker, the kicker with the Chargers. But you love Dicker too, yeah. Interesting special teams moment in the Seattle Pittsburgh game. During the kickoff return, one of the Steelers kick returners, Caleb Johnson, just let the ball go behind him into the end zone. And that was a live ball, and Seattle scored a touchdown on that kickoff. So it turns out it doesn't matter what happens with the ball. If it lands in the landing zone, it is hot and active, and anyone can pick it up and touch it. So I think that's kind of a new rule we'll all have to kind of get associated with. It's obviously embarrassing when the pros don't know what the fuck they're doing. But
I know that's a special teams coach for a reason.
Yeah, that's what the special teams coach is supposed to be doing. So either Caleb Johnson missed that meeting, or I don't know.
He's on vacation.
Yeah, he's on vacation. Eagles and Chiefs, 20-17. We talked about the Chiefs' woes, but I do want to point out, as good of a kicker as he is, Harrison Butker did miss a field goal in this game, and guess what? They lost by 3. So if anything, this could have gone into OT. Colts and the Broncos, 29-28, game-winning field goal. So at first, the field goal was a 60-yard field goal, and it came up short. And then that's when the penalty flag came out for what was it? It was for leverage. And then that was a 15-yard penalty, so you just moved the ball closer. So 60 turns to a 45-yard makeable field goal. So how about that? How about them apples with Indiana Jones,
How about that? No.
Yeah, that's really all I got for special teams this week, guys. Back to you, Nick.
Hey, you know what? I do love that. I appreciate that insight, because that is good stuff to know. They're always changing the special teams rules and the kicks and whatnot. So it's kind of weird that this football world we're living in. Good job, Joe.
Sure.
I'm gonna wrap this up with Shark Chomp Bet of the Week. The way that we're gonna do this moving forward is we're gonna do a separate small video of our picks, so we can do a pick recap and then do our picks themselves. That being said, Shark Chomp Bet of the Week, here it is, boys and girls. I hit a 5-teamer. Of course, I was in a different state, so I couldn't post it. I hit it. My Shark Chomp Bet of the Week, I am taking 4 teams, I believe. I'm only putting $5 on it because I like to do $5 bets nowadays to win $26.01. I'm taking the Packers minus 7.5 against the Browns. I'm taking the Colts over the Titans. I mean, you probably The Bucks over the Jets, which once again we just talked about. That one could be a sneaky game, even though Justin Fields isn't playing. So I'm just going to take the Bucks. Vikings over the Bengals with Joe Burrow being gone. I think the Vikings need a bounce back, even without JJ McCarthy. I think that it's totally possible when you got two backup quarterbacks playing. So I'm going to take the Vikings because they need to win. Like I said, $5 pays out $26.01. All right. Thank you guys for watching this far. We love you.
Unfortunately, Nick, we still have picks to make.
I know. We're doing a separate video.
Oh, okay. I see.
Separate video. We're gonna change up the format here just because of all the things going on. So, that being said, Aaron, like, comment, subscribe, because you don't even like our posts anymore. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Share it with a friend or a family member. Ask all the right questions. Ask any questions, and we'll answer them. We love you. Until next time, go Pack, go, baby!